right. So a question that popped up was, what happens when we're looking at a scenario when we're trying to figure out the number of triangles that could exist for a possible scenario? And for me, when I record these kind of help videos, what helps is if we kind of can look at, kind of the scenarios and the rules. And so looking at this explain error kind of helps me get to that spot, because what I can do is I can pull up these two possibilities. We can look at this and see that, okay, so we have an obtuse angle. And so there are two possibilities. We have possibility A, where our side opposite is less than our adjacent side, and there would be no triangles. And then option B would be where our side opposite is actually greater than our adjacent side B. And so in those particular two cases, we're going to take a look at those scenarios with our particular numbers. So let's go ahead and we'll apply that. All right, so here we go. So we draw our first scenario, and that was, we've got our obtuse angles. This is going to be C, and that's equal to 115. And then this would be C, and this is equal to 8. And this is B, and this is equal to 7. So in this particular case, we would know that we would have, if this was true, then we would have no triangles. All right, so according to this, we would say to ourselves that we would say that our C would have to be less than or equal to our B. Well, our C in this case is 8, and 8 is not less than or equal to B. So we know that this criteria right here doesn't fit. And so we take a look at the second scenario and let's see if that fits. So once again, we've got our triangle. So we'll say C is 115. We have C is equal to 8, and we have B is equal to 7. And this criteria, we're actually going to say that B is less than C. And if this occurs, then we know that we can have exactly one triangle that would work. And so in this case here, we say 7 is less than 8. So according to these criteria, we have an obtuse angle. We have our side lengths to meet this requirement. So therefore, there would be one exact triangle that we could make. All right, so let me know if you have any questions about that. These are tricky because you've got all these different rules. The thing I would really suggest the most is that every time you come across one of these rules, or when you're reading in the book, in the videos, you're watching the videos, write down these rules. And so that way you have them. So like this tool right here is probably one of the most powerful tools, because we know that that's the criteria that we have to use. So having this written down in your notes on your formula sheet would be a huge help. All right, let me know if you have any more questions. Thank you.